Hi there. My name is Maria, and I work with Blue Sky Bridge. Blue Sky Bridge is a place that helps kids and families. We know that it's an adult's job to keep kids safe, but I want to talk to you about how you can keep your body safe too. Have you heard of personal space? Personal space is the invisible bubble that each person keeps around them to be safe. Your personal space, or bubble, may change size depending on who is around you. If you feel safe and comfortable with someone, your personal space may be smaller. Like if you're on the couch watching a movie with your family. Sometimes you might want more personal space, and that's okay too. It's important that people respect your personal space and that you respect other people's personal space. Do you know what the word instincts means? Instincts are like signals from our body that tell our brain that something might not be safe. You might get butterflies in your stomach, or sweaty hands, or a fast heartbeat. Instincts are like a superpower. When you get that weird feeling in your stomach, or any other signals from your body that a situation might not be safe, listen to what your body is telling you. When you listen to your body, we call that trusting your instincts. Now we're going to talk about parts of the body. We have lots of parts of our body, like our hands or our knees. We also have parts of the body called private parts. The word private means something you don't share with other people. Private parts are the parts of your body covered by a swimsuit in the front and the back. It's important to know the real names for private parts of your body because if you need to get help from an adult, they need to know what you're talking about. In our lessons, we are just going to call them private parts. Most of the time, no one should ask to see or touch your private parts. The only time it would be okay for an adult to see or touch your private parts is to help you keep safe and healthy, like when you go to the doctor, or if you get hurt. Other kids should never ask to see or touch your private parts, and that's also not something you should ask them, even if it's your sister or your brother or your cousin, even if it's your best friend. It's normal to be curious about bodies, but they are private. Remember, that word means we don't share them with others. If you have questions or you're curious, ask your adults at home. Okay, there are lots of ways we keep our bodies safe without even thinking about it. Like when you ride a bike, what do you put on your head? That's right, you put on a helmet. And when you get in the car, what's the first thing you do? Right, you buckle your seatbelt. Another way we keep our bodies protected is by making sure the types of touches we get from others and give to others are safe. I'm going to tell you about two types of touches: safe touches and unsafe touches. Safe touches are ones we want. Do you like hugs from your friends or family? Yes, some people do and some people don't. But most of the time, hugs make us feel happy. This is an example of a safe touch. Unsafe touches could be touches that hurt your body, like a push or a kick. They can also be touches you don't want, like a hug, if you don't want it. If someone came up behind you and tickled you, you probably wouldn't like that. So we would call that an unsafe touch, even though it doesn't hurt. If a touch makes you feel uncomfortable or confused or icky, that touch is unsafe, even if it doesn't hurt your body. Sometimes an adult, like your parents or whoever takes care of you, might need to help you with something like brushing your teeth or putting on sunscreen or checking if you're feeling okay. Even if you don't feel like doing it in that moment, it's not unsafe because they're keeping you safe and healthy. If you have questions, you can always talk to an adult. Very few kids receive unsafe touch, so I don't want you to be worried, but I do want you to know what to do in case you or a friend needs help with an unsafe situation. Now that you know the difference between safe and unsafe touches, and that parts of the body covered by a swimsuit are private, the last thing I want to teach you today are the body safety rules. These rules are important for all kids to know, and if anyone breaks one of these rules, you should talk to an adult about it. See if you can read them together out loud along with me. Ready? My body belongs to me. I do not have to share my body. This means I am the boss of my body. No one is allowed to make me touch their body, and I will not make anyone touch my body. No one is allowed to touch my private parts except to keep me safe and healthy. Rule number 1 says you are the boss of your body, so you decide who touches you. Remember, friends, this doesn't mean you don't have to wear a coat or follow other instructions from adults. What we're talking about today with unsafe touches is different than just things you might not want to do. You might not want to take a shower or go to sports practice or help clean up at home, but those things are not unsafe, so it's okay for your adults to ask you to do them. Sometimes kids are worried when they learn the body safety rules because maybe they've